A warm evening above the rooftops of Singapore. The rooftops still glisten from the light drizzle that passed earlier. Now, a jasmine-scented breeze fills the air. On the rooftop terrace of the Artisan Hotel, amidst soft conversations and the clinking of glasses, two old friends meet. Robert is celebrating his 50th birthday. Sumiko is with him. A special place, a special moment, and a new cocktail called Orchid Sunset. And one question. How often in life do we get to reinvent ourselves?
Cheers, Robert. Happy birthday. This drink? Orchid Sunset. Doesn't it sound like a poetic coincidence for today?
I didn't know that drink before, but somehow it fits. Exotic, unexpected, bittersweet. Like my 50th birthday.
And here on this terrace above Orchard Road, it's almost a tribute to our Valentine's Day episode in Gardens by the Bay, right?
This time without the mist, but with the orchids in the glass.
I always say, a cocktail says more about your life than your CV.
A warm breeze drifts through the open rooftop bar. Below, Orchard Road pulses with twilight life. Up here, a conversation about new beginnings unfolds.
So, you're turning 50 today. That's not just a number, it's a turning point, isn't it?
Absolutely. I used to believe that by 50 life settles into a rhythm. But lately, I've come to think of 50 as a launchpad, not for retirement, no way, but for reinvention.
There's this old Chinese proverb my grandmother used to say. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Reinvention is just that. Planting something new today.
And I think of my 3 nieces, always asking questions. I want them to feel that sense of wonder, of possibility, that every morning they can step outside and smile and ask, what will the world gift me today?
That sounds like a life philosophy. Maybe that's the real reinvention, not changing who we are, but returning to that joyful curiosity.
Yes, and I want to live that more consciously now. Reinvention for me is not about escape. It's about exploration. It's about making peace with the past, choosing what's next, not to forget to do it with open eyes.
And with a good sense of humor, I hope. Reinvention shouldn't be solemn. It should be playful, like testing a new flavor or taking a different path to the same place.
Exactly. Reinvention isn't dramatic. It's daily. It's in the small choices, in showing up differently.
The city lights below flicker on one by one. The sound of distant laughter and glasses clinking blends with the hum of a Singapore evening.
I've got something for you. 2 definitions. Kid-friendly, so that even your inner child or your nieces could understand them. Overthinking. Take a deep breath, like blowing bubbles, and say, it's okay. I'll pick one and enjoy it. Remember, brains are like puppies. They just need a pat. Reinvention. If you feel stuck, just ask, what if I try this silly way instead? Like magic. Caterpillars become butterflies. You can transform too.
I love it. Seriously, why don't we say this to ourselves every morning?
Because adults think wisdom needs gray hair and PowerPoint. Okay, I have a mini challenge for you. 3 words. You go spontaneous. First birthday. Second reinvention. 3 future.
It's blessing, compass, adventure.
Poetic as ever.
A soft laugh, a last sip of the drink, and then time to head out. The alleys of Chinatown welcome them with the scent of spices, neon lights, and whispering voices. In Ansiang Hill, German cars rest like artworks in front of colonial facades.
I love it here. German cars in narrow alleys. Such a quirky mix.
I want to photograph them. Maybe they'll spark curiosity in my nieces about what I do.
Shall I pose for you? Or would that just distract you?
Depends on whether you want to overthink how you look.
Touché. And what about you out there? Do you ask yourself these kinds of questions too? What's your next step?
Sometimes it's not the answers but the right questions that move something inside us. And sometimes everything starts with a drink and a conversation above the rooftops of Singapore. Thanks very much for tuning in today with our showcase, Orchid Sunset, Conversations about Reinvention, live from Artisan Hotel Singapore. This was an interview of our series, Imagine What, on M.L.G.A. Live. Leave a comment and let us know your thoughts. Bye for now.